What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk a little bit about Paldean Fates, but I'm going to tie it into a larger subject because I know a lot of people have been talking about Paldean Fates, Pokemon Center ETBs on YouTube over the past couple days. So I just want to give my opinion on what's going on. So if you don't know, Paldean Fates has absolutely popped off. I mean, the booster bundles are up to like $82 now on TCG Player. If we come in here and look at regular ETBs, they're up to like 225 bucks. The PC version, these, according to TCG Player, are like 460, but the most recent sales are consistently at or above $500, and it seems like it's pushing 550, almost $570 now on TCG Player. And none of this is really surprising when you consider that the Bubble Mew is now a $700 card raw, and I think the most recent sale in a near mint copy from yesterday was $825, which is ridiculous because a year ago you could have been buying these at like $90, $100 raw. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about manipulation over the past 24 hours, and I'm not going to say that no manipulation takes place, especially on TCG Player of all platforms. I think it's very easy to do buyouts on the platform. We see massive spikes. It's happened multiple times on cards, and some people are talking about sealed product like the booster bundle displays of Paldean Fates. And a lot of people, when they look at their reasoning, they'll point to like lowest listed price, which I think is like a really stupid metric to use just because you can list your boxes for basically anything you want. It doesn't mean that they're going to sell. And that's why so much of what I do when it comes to Pokemon investing is look at secondary market data on eBay. You can't really do mass refunds on eBay like you could on TCG Player. It really doesn't work that way. eBay's quite strict about people doing that. I know it's happened before. Obviously, there are ways you could potentially manipulate it, but it's also just such a large platform when we're looking at worldwide data that it gets to a point where, you know what, this isn't manipulation. This is probably just a new market price on some of these items. And this shouldn't be surprising too, because when you look at things like the Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETB, the Charmander promo in a PSA 10, the stamped version, is what, like 3.5K at this point. Should it really be surprising that the regular PCTB sealed is like 800 bucks? Same thing with the Paldean Fates one. I mean, like when you have Bubble Mew carrying this set hard, but then you also have a decent stamp promo there in the Mimikyu. Same thing with like Paldea Evolved. The Pokemon Center ETB has gone crazy over the past couple days following 151, Obsidian Flames, the Temporal Forces. I mean, this is kind of like probably a B tier Pokemon Center ETB. I think like Obsidian Flames 151, those are way better in my opinion. There's probably a couple other ones higher than that. But this box now, I mean, you go on TCG Player, you'd say, wow, it's $700. I mean, you can go look on eBay. I didn't bring up a listing here, but I think the lowest listed is like $700 or something currently, $750. We are going to look at a couple things on eBay though, just because I want to talk about something I've been seeing over maybe the past couple weeks, not just in my comment section, but comment sections on other people's videos. And we're getting back to that place where we were in kind of like January, where a lot of people were complaining about everything. They were saying that the market was being manipulated, nothing was legit. And a lot of people leaving these comments, at least in my opinion, are just upset that they missed out. That's really what it comes down to, because you would not be complaining like this if you were sitting on a boatload of sealed product that's gone up like 300-400% over the past year. And also, one more thing I forgot to mention while we're on the topic of Paldea Evolve. Most recent sale, $400 on TCG Player. So there you go. This box is back to $400. I think a lot of SE boxes are continuing to move up. Destin Rivals is back to like $330. So if you didn't own any of this stuff, you didn't buy it at $80-90 when no one wanted it, yeah, you probably would be very upset if you could have been up 450% on this individual box at this point. So what I want to say in this video is to those people, just stop whining. Like honestly, you missed out. It is what it is. And I understand, right, that when I'm sitting on a lot of sealed product, it's very easy for me to say this because it's gone up a lot. Maybe I would be changing my tone if it wasn't up 300-400% over the past year. I totally get that. But at the same time, this hobby is just run by people that, at least in my opinion, are very emotionally driven, and they can't just look at the choices they've made in life and accept that, you know, people do things differently, right? You want to open a $10 pack of Pokemon cards and pull a 20-cent V card, that's your choice. If I want to hold on to it and it's now worth $50 or $60 and I have 6x my money on a sleeve booster, That's just how it goes, right? And that's life in general. Some people, they choose to get up at 6 a.m., go for a run, they come home, they have a nice clean breakfast with, I don't know, sweet potato pancakes or something like that. Some people, they choose to get up and the first thing they eat is like a hamburger from McDonald's, right? And they put on 1,000 calories. So the choices we make in life affect where we ultimately go, and complaining about them is going to do absolutely nothing. And, trying to blame your issues on manipulation or some other thing that probably accounts for a very small percentage of what's going on in the macro economy in this market is just ridiculous. So I'm going to show you guys a couple sales just to prove to you, because you know what? It's not all manipulation, okay? I know some people like to say that, but when there's millions of dollars sloshing around in this hobby on a weekly basis, it comes to a point where it's undeniable. So Flashfire, we had another booster box sell, $8,100. After that, we had a Ancient Origins box sell for $9,499 approximately. There were multiple other sales in like the $7,000 to $8,000 range over the past week as well. After that, Team Up box, most recent sale, $9,781. Obviously manipulated, right? I remember like when I posted a video, we were doing the market auctions maybe like a month ago, and the first Team Up box sold over $9,000. I had people saying in the comments that it was a fake sale, it wasn't actually legit, like there's no way. And then there was like another box that popped up in Ireland that sold for like $9,200 or something. And then we had the $9,500, and now the $10,000 sale on Team Up. And now everybody thinks, yeah, you know what? I guess this is just like the new market price on Team Up. Yeah, it is. That's just how it goes. Phantom Forces, we had a cheaper sale, surprisingly. This box was selling for like $12,000, $13,000. Somebody got a deal here, I guess. $9,861.50. And after that, a couple more sales. We had a Pokemon Platinum Arceus booster box that sold $13,961. I don't really know what's going on here, because this seller had put up this box multiple times, and it seems like it sold multiple times, and then they had it in a lot with a Team Up box. So again, I don't know what's going on here, but either way, lots and lots of money sloshing around in these sales. And then also, just over the past month, I think we covered this in one of the auctions, the Call Legends booster box. This sold $62,000 USD, right? Obviously, this is market manipulation. There's no way anybody would spend $62,000 on a booster box. And there's absolutely no way somebody would spend $350,000 USD on a CGC pristine Charizard card, right? Like that would just be absolutely ridiculous. Clearly, this is all market manipulation. Nobody's actually buying this stuff. And all jokes aside, guys, look, I'm not a super rich individual, okay? But I can at least look at what's going on and realize that there are people with a lot more money than I have, and I'll probably ever have in my life, spending money on Pokemon, right? They're buying booster boxes, whether it's vintage product or some of the newer stuff from Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield. They're buying some of these older cards. It's happening, right? You just have to accept that this is going on. And just because someone's buying up a lot or all of something that is available doesn't make it market manipulation. Again, I'm not saying that there aren't cases of market manipulation in the hobby, because clearly there are, but a lot of people will just disregard anything happening, any price increase, and say that it's not actually legit. And then a few months later, we just stop talking about it, right? It's kind of like how everybody forgot about all the tyrannical things that governments worldwide did through 2020 and 2021. We've just kind of moved on, right? We just slide by that. We move on to the next thing. People forget. It's the same thing with market manipulation in this hobby, right? People complain about it. They don't really care that much. They're just trying to find someone to blame for their issues, and then a couple months later they moved on to the next thing to whine and bitch about. So that's really all I wanted to say in this video. It's a little bit of a hodgepodge. We're moving around talking about a few different things, but I think most of you guys who have been here a while, who are actually watching the market and what's happening over the past 6 months, and they're just constantly being a increase in price on certain items. And again, like, the Paldean Fates thing, this is one thing I forgot to mention too. Like, you can go back and watch my older videos from January, February, March, when we were comparing specialty sets. We were looking at the top 1, 3, 5, and 10 values. For the longest time, based on the ETB price, I said that regular Paldean Fates ETBs were probably undervalued. It was either they were undervalued or 151 was extremely overvalued. And you can see that 151's just continued to move up. Paldean Fates is now starting to make a pretty decent move, and it just makes sense, right? For pretty much any time something moves in this hobby, there's usually a good reason behind it that you can look at and point to. Yet somehow in the middle of 2025, there's still a lot of people that just choose to ignore that. I don't know. Blissful ignorance, I guess. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you did get some value out of it, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps out a ton. We're closing in on 10K. Leave a comment for the algorithm. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.